Have you ever had any bad injuries on the job?
I get hit by cars all the time. I've already been hit by a car this year.
You're kidding me.
No, all the time. I got hit on the mower last year for the first time. That one pissed me off.
You get hit by cars all the time. Hold on.
Mirrors.
Why? And today on Careers Over Beers, we're drinking Natural Light with Christopher Walken.
Fuck you.
Look at the camera. This is Christopher Walken, folks.
Hey, I got a fever.
No, for real though. What's your name?
Kale Dreiling.
Kale Dreiling. And what do you do for a living?
I mow a shitload of grass.
You mow a shitload of grass.
A whole entire too much of grass.
Is that your official title? Shitload grass mower?
Well, if I had a business card, it'd be on there, but I don't.
Well, I'm going to make you some business cards now.
That works.
Because that looks nice. So your name's Kale Dreiling?
Yes,
Your
sir.
favorite beer is Natty Light?
Unfortunately. Just kidding.
Why is that?
It's the cheapest.
That's a cheap, good old American Pilsner.
Hell yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Bud Light's brother.
It is Bud Light's brother. Yeah. It's actually made in the same vat.
I know. It's the shitty stuff off the top.
Yeah. Which, the whole vat's shit.
I mean.
But it's good.
If you want to get in the weeds about it, yeah.
Cheers, bro. So, Natty Light pounders. Is that what you normally do?
Oh, yeah.
Without the glass? Because I offered him a glass and he said no.
No.
It's out the can.
Those are good spitters.
That's true.
We talked about that.
That's true. They are good spitters. I offered you a spitter too, and you're like, nah, I use a Natty can.
Yeah, bite the top off.
So when you're not playing cowbell, what are you doing all day?
Shit. Today I was getting rained on, but mowing for the city. Just been doing that for the last 3 years. It's pretty sweet being by
mowing
myself.
For the city.
Yeah. I guess.
How do you start doing that? Give us a backstory.
Well, I landscaped with Klaus for a year and a half.
For people that don't know, that's a guy.
That's a guy that we know.
That's a guy that we know.
Yeah, but I did that with them. Then I mowed with a couple other people and as like side jobs and shit like that. And I was like, this is kind of bullshit. Mowing for somebody else, getting like $12 an hour. I may as well do this shit for myself and get all the money. So
right.
I was dating a chick at the time. Her uncle owns a pretty established landscaping business in Wichita, and he's like, hey, you want a city contract? You want to be my subcontractor? And I was like, shit, yeah. He's like, all right, go buy 2 mowers, a trailer, a truck, and I'll get you a contract. I was like, shit, all right, well, that's a healthy list. I was like, all right. And I was like, I think that'd been 3 years ago. I was 22.
So he said he was going to do all that for you.
Well, he said, find the equipment, and I'll get you the contract.
Okay.
I was like, shit, all right. So, ended up signing on with him. First year was a kick in the nuts, overwhelmed. I just kind of saw the number at the bottom of the contract. I was like, shit, yeah.
Right.
Let's go ahead and do this. I had 95 acres by myself.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm still by myself. I do everything by myself.
You do the entire thing by yourself?
Oh, yeah. I'm not much for sharing.
Was this contract made for one man, or was it made?
No, hell no. No. 95 acres is retarded. I would never do that again.
Yeah.
I would never do that again. But you make mistakes as you start your own shit. So I was like, hey, this seems cool. I was like, this one right here, this property right here is gonna probably kick my ass. But
did you already have a big mower for that? Or did you have to go find one?
I bought a 72-inch Exmark. It was 2017, so it was used. And then I bought a 60-inch as well. It was like a backup. And so me and that 72 got acquainted. I think I put 400 hours on it.
Really?
Yeah, that first year by myself. I sat on that bastard.
I'm not real sure if that's a lot or a little.
Just picture sitting down for 400 hours. Like the mower I got this year, I bought it at the end of last year, and because my 60 went down and I didn't have time to send it to the shop right before finishing up. This was like October. And I was like, shit, I had money in the bank. I was like, I'll just go buy one today. It broke on a Friday, and I had shit to finish by the next Friday. So I was like, shit, I'll just go buy one.
Yeah.
It had 23 hours on it, and I'm officially a month in, and I have 63 hours on it. So I've already sat on my ass for 40 hours.
Dang, man.
And that's not weed eating. That's not edging. That's not blowing off. That's not picking up trash.
Do you think you could get one of those little tickers out of the mower and get it hooked up to this bench seat here? See how many hours I sit on this podcast?
Probably.
That'd be dope, wouldn't it?
I could probably get it out of that. I still have that 60-inch. It's broke right now.
That way, when somebody comes on, it can be like, "Yo, I'm at 400 hours on this bench."
You can screw it into the table and just mount it, and then just have it. When you flip the key, that's when it starts the timer.
That'd be awesome.
It does. I'll yank it
I
out
put
of there.
400 hours on this bench.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. That's where it's at.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
But no, yeah, my first year I signed on at a weird spot because the way the city bids the city is they go by 3-year contracts, and now they do them by groups, which is a lot easier. So, like, I didn't go to college. That shit's for the birds. And I didn't pay attention to high school either. So, like, I didn't know anything about, like, registering a business or sending invoices or taxes. Fuck taxes.
Yeah, let's get into that. I want to talk to you about that because I'm sure a lot of people, myself included, have no idea how that all works.
So, in order for me to pick up this contract from Pete, is the guy's name.
So is this Pete. A contract with the city itself?
Of Wichita, yeah. They tell their name goes on the check as well.
Okay. So it's taxpayer money going to this.
Yeah, I get
from the
all
city.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better than somebody that's not doing shit getting it. So I take the taxpayers' money too.
I agree.
But they're also pretty fucking stingy. They're bastards. But anyways, so in order to even pick up this contract, I had to register my business. So I'm a sole proprietor LLC, and because it's just me by myself. And so I had to figure out how to do that. I'd never done that shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm on the Kansas Department of Revenue Googling shit. I was like, I don't fucking know. I was like, what if I sign up and I end up in like, I still really don't know shit. I was like, what if I'm in the wrong tax bracket? Like, what if I click the wrong button? Now I go to jail because I dodged taxes for 10 years on accident because I'm a dipshit. I was like, I don't know. So kind of weaved my way through that. Definitely got a couple like late fee penalties on shit that I had no idea existed. But I mean, you learn.
Right.
And then so like I said, I jumped in at a weird time. So the first contract that I had, that 95-acre Johnny, that was just for 1 year. And so I finished that, and it ended up being a contract year for the city. And they rebid everything. The whole entire city. The city reaches from 119th and 21st. They have properties clear over that way to 127th down 21st Street off 96 West, so Andover.
Okay.
Past Webb Road. 21st past Webb, like 2 miles.
So that's like the entire scope of Wichita, right?
Oh, yeah.
From east to west.
It's literally Google Maps, and they just draw
So
a circle.
most of these places you're doing, are you doing like residential areas or like big open fields, or what is it?
The first year was pretty much just parks and like exits and overpasses and shit like that.
Okay.
And so that's why that one was so big. I had like city parks where I'd be mowing 17 acres, and then you edge the sidewalk all around it, you weed eat around the trees, and you go home. And those weren't terrible. I have a couple good stories about parks. Parks, you see a lot of crazy shit.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's where the hobo fight was that I told you about.
Oh yeah, tell me about that again.
You want it now, or you want it?
No, whenever, man. Whenever. Just keep going. What you're doing?
I'll save that one.
Yeah.
We were so the first year, pretty much a lot of parks, and pretty much like overpasses and exits and shit like that. And that's like that covers so much acreage. Like I had the big one that made all the money on that first contract was from Hillside to Grove Street, which I didn't try to stay there super late past dark.
Yeah.
Because
not the best area of town.
Well, you just see so much shit, and like at the end of the day, you get tired of seeing it. You're like, oh my god, another one. Another one. But that was like 38 acres by itself out of my 95 that I had that first year. So like that was a dog. And so you'd mow for 3 days, and then you'd weed eat for a day, and then you'd edge for a day, and then you'd cry over the weekend, and then you'd have like
pound 6 natty light pounders.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah,
you might have to buy one of those at lunch. Sit under a shade tree.
That bad?
Oh yeah. Oh. Especially like in the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year is worse. It's all the trash, all the tree limbs that blow out all winter. Like that's why I wanted to wait too to do this, is because I've done every group that I have now once now, and I've seen everything, and now I can just bitch about it because they were dog shit terrible. I've hauled off probably 4 or 5 good bonfire parties of wood just from every property.
Just picking it up in the grass and shit.
Like, I don't know where it comes from. Like logs. Like, I got a chainsaw for Christmas.
Just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, how did this log get here? It's like a 8-10 foot log, good foot around. And I was like, who dropped this here? Who brings this here and just leaves it? And it's probably crackheads, but
could have been God placing it there.
Could have been God.
Yeah,
could have been God. But yeah, they're always the worst at the beginning of the year. But
so you work your own schedule then, basically.
Yeah,
whatever you want. They give you this contract. They say, hey, this needs to be done. Do they have any like criteria you have to meet as far as what needs to be done weekly or whatever, or do you just kind of go at it as you want?
So I'll get my stuff usually on like Monday mornings, but they have like a 2-week buffer on them. So
they'll give you jobs every Monday?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so it's not written out in one big thing at the beginning where you're like, I need to do this.
You start this day and has to be done by no. Okay. So I got 5 groups this year. After they rebid it, they're the same 5 I did last year. So I'm.
What do you mean by groups?
So
I don't really understand that.
I guess I was getting into that. So the first year I had like 17 properties, 95 acres.
Yeah.
They were all mismatched. Some of them had to be mowed 10 times in the year, which means monthly. You'd only mow it monthly or whatever, or every 3 weeks. And then some of them would be 15, which would be bi-weekly, and then some were 30, which was weekly. That was awful, especially for like the accounting part of it. And also I'm not very good at Excel, so like paying attention to shit and putting it in and documenting it was absolutely ridiculous.
You're young enough. You had an Excel class in high school.
I probably slept through it.
Probably.
Or skipped it. But,
you did say you fucked off in high school.
Oh, yeah. I skipped February one time. I did. But no, so first year was rough, but you take your lumps, and then going into the second year, they're like, hey, they're going to group a bunch of them together, so you're not driving each and every which way across town.
Okay.
So, like, literally some of them are down the street from each other. Some of them you can pick up a rock and throw it, and you're mowing that patch of grass over there. It's a lot easier now. So
a group is just multiple properties that are close together.
Relatively close together, yeah. So they'll give me, like, I'll say the groups. This doesn't make a shit of difference, but I have group 32. It's always by itself.
I know group 32.
Yeah, it's off Rock Road. You know.
Yeah, I knew exactly what it's at. I think everybody does.
I think so. It's over by Twin Peaks. Everybody knows what it's at.
Yeah.
So there's group 32, and then 33 and 34 are always together, or 32 and 33 are always together, and 34 and 35 are always together. And you get 2 weeks. Whenever they send it in on Monday, they're like, hey, you 32s due this week. You got 2 weeks to do it. So,
okay.
So they end up overlapping. Like, I'm finishing something from last week because the one I was doing was a bear. And then I got 32 tomorrow and Sunday, which sucks, but I don't get a pick when they suck. But first time's always the worst time.
So they give you those, but as far as hours and shit go, it's just kind of whenever you can get around to it on your own time. If you want to crank it all out in one big period, or if you want to break it up. Yeah,
I went in at noon today. I didn't hardly do
so that's
shit
a perk. That's a perk right there, right?
Exactly.
Compared to working with somebody.
Oh, yeah. See, and I don't get along with people very well. I'm bad at bosses. I'm like, you don't really know more shit than me, probably. And if you do, I don't want to hear it. So, that's probably a character flaw. It's
probably better that you're on your own then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's another reason why I haven't hired anybody, because I'm a terrible boss. All right, we're going to go in at 9, and then I'll get drunk.
You'll be like,
Get drunk with my friends, and I'll be like, maybe 11 sounds better.
Instead of the employees texting in, you'll be the one texting in, like, hey, I'm going to change that to 11.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, okay, boss.
I'll just meet you for lunch, and then we'll go figure something out. That's exactly
No, but being a boss isn't that bad, though, because then you can make people do shit that you don't want to, and you can make them go in early. Then you can show up late.
That's true. I just got to buy.
Probably not the best way to run things, but.
I would say I would agree, but
but you can do it. If you have an employee, you're like, hey, get your ass out there at 7, and I'll show up at 11 to make sure you're doing a good job.
Once I buy another truck, then I'll start just sending high school kids out to break my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because I break my shit all the time.
Yeah.
That's also the best part about being your own boss is, you're running somebody else's stuff. You're moving every stick out of the way.
Yeah.
Every piece of concrete. I roast a whole set of blades just because I didn't want to get up, so I just fucking run over sticks.
You need somebody that just runs alongside your mower and just runs out and picks shit up when you need them to.
Yeah, well, I got a grabber. If it's trash, I get the trash, but, I'm not going to pick up every goddamn stick.
Oh, get a high school kid, tie a rope around his waist, tie it to the mower, and It'll keep him in shape.
Yeah, get a track guy.
And get a cross-country dude.
Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, and then, he just jogs along you, and if there's something, you're like, get that log out of here. Let's go.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Dude, take your laps. Get out ahead of me. Act like you know something.
That's what I would do.
I mean, shit. I'll write that one down and put it in my book.
Yeah, remember that one.
Yeah, where was I? The contracts. They bid the contracts. They put them in groups, and pretty much it's just a hell of a lot easier. So you got like some of them are 7, some of them are 5 properties per group. So like a lot of them, 3 of my groups I can go knock them out in a day, and then there's the other ones that are a little bit of a kick in the nuts. But when you got 2 weeks to do them, especially after you do them the first time, they're way faster.
Yeah.
They didn't send us out till April 15th this year, so grass is already 2 feet high. Then you got jackasses that throw their own they'll go to like a public park and throw their limbs in the damn park just because they don't want to deal with them, and so you got to deal with them. It's a kick in the nuts.
Yeah. So what do you do all winter then? Is most of the time on your own? You don't do that during the summer?
Don't have time. It's too hot.
But like as a landscaper or a lawnmower, are you a landscaper or a lawnmower?
Both. I do a lot more mowing. I'll do landscapes.
So most of it's mowing.
Yeah, I'll do landscapes pretty much close to home around here. So like if I got family or family friends that need something done, if they want to buy the stuff and have me come out and do it because I know how to do it, I'm perfectly fine with doing that. But
so do you make enough? Like, is it possible as a lawnmower to bust ass so much during the summer years?
Oh, yeah.
In the spring and fall that you can take the entire winter off?
Oh, yeah.
So that's an option for people out there that...
First year, I was pretty shitty at money management. So I did run out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was still living at home. I was single. I was
doing whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of drank that little nest egg. So next year, just don't do that. This year, I did a little bit better. I've been moved out, paid all my bills. So I don't have anything I need to buy. I don't need to spend any money, so I just hang out. Yeah, hang out with the boys.
I mean, if you do enough, you can definitely take the winter months off.
Yeah, and I like going skiing. And
that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
But this year we're gonna go ahead. I got a family friend that I'm gonna go calve for him because I guess last year he got his ass kicked. He just didn't have enough help.
Oh, really?
So he's out in Kingman. I'll go do that, and me, my dad, and my uncle went in and bought a tree spade, and so we're gonna move cedars all fall this year, which will be nice, pretty easy with the tree spade.
So you just kind of do what the hell you want.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been looking for my whole entire life.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking for that.
Oh, exactly.
A lot of people out there want that.
Exactly.
And you just did it.
Well, I mean, you've known me a long time.
Yeah.
I've been pretty shitty at like the authority type thing. I just don't understand why you get to tell me what to do. So I just took it into my own hands. It's like nobody can tell me shit if I got money to do whatever I want to do, and I'm doing my own thing.
That's badass, man. I respect the fuck out of that because
thanks. I appreciate
a lot of people talk about doing things and getting out on their own or starting something, and they just never do. I mean, sometimes, like the way you did it, you just got to do it. You can't worry about the bullshit. You can't worry about waiting for the perfect moment because there's never going to be a perfect moment, you know?
Oh, and I got buddies.
You just got to do it.
I got buddies that say the same thing, that know more than me about their field. Like, I mean, obviously it's not hard to mow fucking grass. Like, sit there and go straight, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I didn't go to school. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. It's not hard to figure out if you really want to do something.
For sure.
Go make it your own. That way you don't, as soon as it's your own, you don't have to listen to shit.
Yep.
Granted, at the end of the day, I got inspectors, and I got a contractor that sends me out. So if I'm sitting there completely fucking off, I still get my ass.
There's still somebody to report to, but on the day-to-day job, you're pretty much on your own, which is nice.
And honestly, I've always had difficulties with coworkers too. They just you see them so damn much. It's just
get sick of them. Yeah.
I mean,
you're just not a people person.
Not really. No. I like certain people. I like hanging out with you. I like
because I give you free beer.
Well, not all the time. Usually it's free shots at Jack.
That's true. But I'm proud of that.
Hey, there you go. But
so, normal day, we kind of already covered that, but normal day, do you just kind of wake up and you're like, whenever I want to go in, I go in? Or do you try to set a schedule for yourself?
I try to. Whether I listen or not is a different story.
Yeah.
Whether I listen to my own self. But if I really need to bust ass, I'll get up when the lady gets up. She gets up at like 6, and sun's just coming up. So plus halfway courtesy. I don't want to be mowing at 6 because that'll piss a lot of people off.
Right.
So I'll get up then if I really got to get a bunch of shit done. And
you can burp into the mic. I don't care.
No, I'm not gross. Somebody else has to sit here later another time. But anyway, you don't want to really be mowing at 6, and nobody really wants to get up that early anyway. So
True.
I'll get up. I'll make something to eat. I'll run out to mom and dad's because that's where I still keep all my stuff. And then hook up, and wherever I got to go for that week, wherever you got to go for that week, you just go. You just start the group, top of the list, and
just work your way down.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of them, like, if you know you're going to have a shitty time at it, you start it on a Monday. Like, you're like, oh, this one's bigger. This one usually has a bunch of trash, or motherfuckers are throwing limbs over their fence and shit. But, I mean, it's
so you never think about that shit until you talk to somebody that has to do the yard work or deal with it. Yeah. Like, that never crossed my mind before. If somebody, I mean, maybe I would I'm not saying I have, but maybe I would throw a log in the grass for some reason. Like, that's where that shit goes.
Yeah, it's like I don't want it in my yard, so I'll just pitch it over the fence.
Yeah, I never think about the dude that has to mow that grass there.
I know, and honestly, last couple of years, the city has been pretty laid back. We got into this year, and they're just Nazis, bro.
Really?
Oh yeah, like there's some shit that got thrown out at the end of last year, and I mowed around it once, and they're like, "Yep, that's fine," and I was like, all right, cool. I mean, like I obviously didn't cut these branches up and throw them in this lot in the corner. And so I mowed around them. I was like, that's chicken shit. I ain't.
Yeah.
I was like, and also didn't have my sweet chainsaw that I got for Christmas. So I was like, I ain't cutting them up. Fuck that. I'm out of here. And they paid me for it. This year I show up. I did the same thing. And I actually already had a bed full of fucking logs. And I couldn't cut them up. And then I forgot to go back. And he's like, hey, blah, 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 whatever street it was. Send me a picture. I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot to go back. So like Monday this week, I didn't even mow any grass. I just drove around and cut up logs.
Really?
Yeah. And that's why I told you up at the keg, I think it was my first year, I got pissed off because I was working later than 5. The city building closes at 5, so I wasn't getting home till after 5, and you can't get in the city building till 8 or 8:30, whatever time it is.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, this sucks. Like, I want to be started and out there at 7 and 8, not waiting to get in the city building at 8. So after that happened 2 or 3 times, I just said fuck it, and I went up there. I rented a key for the dump in town. And just bust ass to Ace and got a couple keys made. Gave one to my other buddy that has a mowing business. And so I put one on my key ring. I went and returned it right away, and now I have my own key. Yeah, I'll go in there. And the other day I went in there, I sat on top of my truck and drank a couple beers, listened to a podcast.
Fucking A, man.
And then I was like, God damn, I better unload these logs before I get too good of a buzz going. I just sit there. I was like, fuck this, dude.
So you get an official key from the city and you copy it.
Yeah, don't tell them.
No, I won't. I won't say a word.
I hope they hear it.
Yeah. Fuck them if they do, because if you've been taking care of it and you're not causing any trouble, I don't see why that's a big deal. If you're coming home late at night and you're having to drop off logs and shit, that's fair in my opinion. When I'm mayor, that'll be fair.
You got my vote.
Yeah. That won't be a problem when I'm mayor.
Good. Because, I mean, if they take my key away, I'll just drive around. It's a field over there.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard. I've seen it.
We can do it the easy way or the hard way.
I think I saw Joe Watt do that.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's just like, it's close.
Fuck, he's probably going to boycott this podcast now.
Damn it.
No, I don't think he gives a shit. I really don't. But, so I got a real good question for you.
Okay.
You talk about, well, actually, no. I'll get into that in a minute. But you talk about moving logs and everything out of the way. Is there other shit that you find that's laying out there? Like, do you drive over a lot of dog shit people don't pick up?
Dude, I weed-eated dog shit right in my fucking glasses the other day.
Really?
Oh, that's probably my number one pet peeve. Is when you don't see it, you're weed-eating along the fence. Oh, yeah. And then you just smell. You just smell it. And you're just like, oh, I'm mad as fuck for like the next half an hour. You're checking to make sure it's not in your fucking face. Like, I got it on my gloves. So I took my gloves off and I just set them on the ground. I smushed them in the dirt, get all the dog shit on. This place fucking sucks, bro.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, you find all sorts of shit. Like, I usually keep I got a little piece of paper that I keep in Dad's garage. First year that I was mowing, I found $32 total for the year in cash on the ground.
Really?
Shit blows out somebody's window, blows up into the fence, gets caught up in some leaves. It's there till I see it. I think this year I'm only at like $7.
$7.
Yeah,
it's enough for a pack of smokes.
Barely.
Yeah, barely today.
I know, it's bullshit.
It's crazy.
That's another thing. Sleepy Joe's got gas at damn near $3 last year when Donnie was in there.
Old Donnie.
$1.89 or whatever. I was like, this is nice.
I don't know. I told Donnie to come back. He didn't answer my call.
He didn't call.
I said we got back. Joe up here cranking up gas prices.
Cranking them up, cranking them out. Hey, you want to?
Yeah, that's a good point though. As a landscaper or lawnmower, whatever you want to call yourself,
both.
You're using gas. You're using a shitload of gas. So
when I fill
prices
up,
increase.
When I fill up, it's $75 every time.
Really?
Between gas cans, mower, and pickup.
Yeah.
And I try not to let my pickup get that low because when I see that number, it makes my heart hurt.
Yeah.
Because last year when I was filling up, it was like 56, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And I fill up every other day.
Mm-hmm.
And that.
So when you sign a contract with the city like that, everything is on you. The gas, equipment, everything's all
insurance.
On you. Insurance, it's all on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just paying you to get the job done.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that was another thing you were asking about, like the ins and outs of like registering yourself and making it like official, because the city won't sign off on it technically. Hopefully nobody on the city watches this. After they switched to this grouping system last year, they're not supposed to subcontract, but I still do it. So it's just not what you know, it's who you know, and I've been living that way my whole life.
That's how life works, honestly.
Yeah.
The older you get, the more you realize that.
Oh, hell yeah.
That it's not really you're the best lawnmower in the city. It's that you know people that are going to get you a contract, that are going to hook you up. That's all it is. Yeah.
So there's that, and then the dope thing, and it also, like, my first year again came back and bit me in the ass. The dope thing about mowing grass is it's a non-sales taxable.
Really?
Yeah, it's non-sales taxable.
Why is that?
Business, because I don't fucking know. The state of Kansas deems it non-sales taxable. If you do landscaping and like fucking flower beds and do all that, is, and then you got to start paying more attention to that. But I do that shit on the side, so fuck that.
Yeah.
But all my mowing, so I don't have to worry, but I don't have to do dick for taxes all year until I file my taxes, and then it's like, oh damn, wrong tax bracket because I'm making too much money now. It's like, damn. But
that's when you gotta learn to move that shit around.
Exactly. Once
put it back into lawn equipment.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just need more write-offs and learn how to cook the books a little bit better. And I'll get it figured out. Well, that's what that tree spade's for.
Is that right?
Yeah. Cut that part where I said my dad and my uncle bought in. It's just mine.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Gone. Ding. Gone. Okay.
Cool. Sick.
Yep. So when you're out there in the middle of a field, you're mowing. You know, let's say you got 20-acre field you're out there mowing on, right? It takes you, how long would that take you? Maybe.
Just depends on what mower I'm sitting on. If I'm on my X marks that I had, that 72-inch X mark was a badass. I could mow a 17-acre park. I could mow that in 4 hours with all the bullshit in
4 hours. Okay, probably. Let's say you're in the middle of that and you ate some Buffalo Wild Wings Reaper sauce the night before.
Oh, you're going to
get bowels are angry. Your bowels are screaming at you, and you feel it hit your stomach. You're like, uh-oh.
I knew this was going to come up because I literally thought about this today because it happened today.
Did it?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I've never had to shit at a property. This is just a lack of giving a fuck, but like if I have to piss and I'm in a public place, I will piss in the most secluded place that I can find. I'll piss on my truck.
I think that's expected.
But my truck might be parked beside a school. I'm not trying to be fucking weird. I have to piss really bad.
Yeah.
So I mean that happens. It happens quite a bit.
What do people expect?
But I have been closer to shitting my pants in the last 3 years than the rest of my 25 years of life combined. There's no,
Really?
Oh, yeah. The fact that, I have to...
So you're on the mower and it hits you and you're like, oh, shit.
You have to have a good mental ticker, just to know, oh, this is, the last straw. If I don't leave now, I'm going to shit my pants. Or I'm going to shit on the ground here. And
Natty Splatties.
Yeah,
They're real.
they're every other
Maybe
day.
you should switch beers, dude.
I might have to. I don't want the Bud Light bombs, but no, yeah, you have to have a pretty good understanding of how your body works because I've been damn close.
You got to know when you're on E and how much longer you can go when it's on E.
Well, exactly. Like the thing is like you got to factor in like it's like a math problem in your head. All right, where am I? Where's the closest decent bathroom? Usually Quick Trip.
Is that what you usually do?
Yeah, I usually find a Quick Trip, especially the ones that are not one holders because that will kick you in the nuts.
Why?
Because if it's a one holder and somebody's in there, you're fucked, dude.
Oh, true. But if it's a one holder, you can lock the door usually, and then you're by yourself.
Oh, that's fine. I don't give a shit if there's 100 people. No, hell no. I just don't want to shit my pants because I gotta go back to work. But no, you got to literally do the head math. You're like, all right, I'm here. If I go here and I need to take a left and the light's not green, I'm fucked. I'm shitting my pants. So do I go right because I can right turn on red, or do I hope that the light turns green for me? And then sometimes you just got to roll dice.
It is. Yeah. Have you ever had to throw them down and spray in the field?
No, never. Not yet. No.
Not yet.
One time on my way home, I did. I was cruising dirt roads, and I was like,
you were able to stop and pull over though.
Yeah, but I had a healthy supply of Chipotle napkins in my glove box, so I was like, I'll just shit in this field.
Yeah. So they fuck you over, and then they give you napkins to take care of it.
Exactly.
That's probably why they have so many napkins in their trays you can take.
Exactly. I was like, it's my fault for eating 6 chicken tacos. So
chicken tacos?
Oh yeah.
You don't get a burrito?
Keep it light. I gotta walk, bro.
How light is it if there's 6 though?
I mean, let me make my own mistakes.
I'm gonna eat tacos because they're light. Give me 6 of those.
That's probably like a burrito what I have. You're probably right.
Probably is.
But no, I mean, yeah, I mean that's happened. But I was probably enjoying a adult beverage, taking a long way home.
I always wondered, I see people out there mowing and doing yard work and stuff. I'm like, that poor guy has to, because I have it hit me sometimes. Everybody does.
Oh yeah.
You got to get out of there.
Oh yeah. Dude,
I was hoping that you would say something crazy like I have a box in my truck or something.
No, and I wish I had that for you. I'm really good at not shitting my pants.
That's good.
Yeah.
You have age on your side though,
I mean, don't get me wrong. As the years have gone on, it gets harder. It's like
eventually that O-ring gets a little loose.
I know, and like my AC in my truck is not. It's slightly subpar. Like it'll get cold later.
Yeah.
So I'll just be sitting in there just sweating. I'm just like, I got the shit sweats. I'm just like, if I get a red light now, I'm fucked. If it's yellow when I get to where the turn lane starts, I'm running that son
You got
of
to
a
start
bitch.
running them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and what's a cop gonna do? He's gonna walk up to my window after he pulls me
He's
over
gonna walk
with
up to
my
your window and be like,
shitty pants.
Hey, sir.
It'll already be there for him. Oh man, no way. Yeah, no way. Not me. I'll run that shit.
Have you ever had any bad injuries on the job?
I get hit by cars all the time. I've already been hit by a car this year.
You're kidding me.
No, all the time. I got hit on the mower last year for the first time. That one pissed me off.
You get hit by cars all the time. Hold on.
Mirrors.
Why? Oh, the mirrors?
Yeah, I'll be like edging.
You'll be like edging or weed eating or whatever?
Edging, and I usually I'm still athletic enough. I can tightrope the curb and edge.
Yeah.
And so I'll be on there, but you'll have a fucking dumb broad texting and driving in their baby daddy's fucking F-250 with the fucking tow mirrors out.
Yeah.
And then they'll just shoulder check you. And like the newer trucks, all of them have
they all bend back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a truck like you drove today, those solid mirrors.
The 91.
Those hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got hit by a car on Central and Webb
no shit.
week 2. Yeah.
You got to be careful, man. Watch out for that shit.
Sorry, my back was turned.
There's no other way to do it though, is there?
No, there's not.
There's not a better way than edging. And
if I'm standing on the curb, that means you cross the yellow line. So if I get pissed and throw a rock at your shit, you fucking hit me with a car. I don't care.
Dang, that's
and
I'll
do
sketchy.
that. And if it hasn't happened yet, but if anybody ever gets in fisticuffs with me because I flipped them off, it's because they fucking honked at me. Don't honk at me because I'm doing my job. I'm walking the curb.
People do that?
Oh yeah, I'll be walking on top of the curb, edging out in front of me, just moseying along there. Get out of the way, dick. I'm like, so
this guy's edging during the day.
Right at noon,
asshole.
I'm trying to go to lunch. I'm trying to go to lunch
and he's working in the street. Can you believe that?
This guy must be a fucking bum. No. I just flip them off as long as they can see me until I can't see their car.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. I'm not taking anybody's bullshit. Now, especially getting hit by a car for week 1, or it's like week 1 or week 2. I was like, fuck these people, bro. Don't honk at me because I'm making $1.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Come do what I do. See how many times you almost get hit by a car.
Yeah.
It sucks ass.
That's ridiculous.
It's usually in the tricep, though, because you're standing on the curb, so it's like not that bad. You just fumble your shit, and you're just like, God damn it.
I think those types of people, though, would honk at you if you were edging their own driveway, you know? And they're backing out. They're like, hey, what the hell? I'm backing out. Get the hell out of my yard.
Yeah, don't I pay you to get out of my way? No, you pay me to mow your grass, bitch.
No, you're supposed to stop edging and walk over to the side when I back out. That's part of the deal.
You know who's the fucking worst as far as getting over, though?
Who?
Old women. You know who's second worst?
Who?
Old dudes. You'd think old dudes would see somebody doing manual labor.
They'd be like, hell yeah.
They'd be like, hell yeah, buddy. I'll get over a quarter mile early for you just to watch you do it.
Well, they probably just don't see, though. Because a
never
lot of old people just stare ahead. You know, they don't have the
futuristic vision.
No.
That's
futuristic vision. Yeah, everybody has that except old people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
But no, old women stop in the middle of the road more than anything. Like they cause just fuck ups in the road.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen anybody get hit, but like they'll stop because I'm edging, along the curb. And they'll stop in their Lexus and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so scared for you." I'm like, "Bitch, there's nobody behind you. Just put your blinker on and go in the right lane and go around me if you give a shit." But like the time I got hit on the mower, I was on, and this is kind of being a dick move, but I do the head math.
Yeah.
I do head math a lot. So I was over on like by 21st and Rock, and I just mowed, barely even knocked anything off. It's like midsummer last year, and so everything's like trying to yellow and die. So I was mowing it high and barely had anything to blow off. So trick of the trade, if you don't have a whole bunch to blow off, you just buzz by with the blades on,
right,
and just blow the shit,
and it'll blow it.
Yeah, just
the blades will blow it when you drive over.
Well, it'll blow it back up into the deal, and wherever you're mowing.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I was doing that, and I had my back turned, and I looked, and they were at a stoplight, and they're like a quarter mile away. So I was like, oh shit, I only got to go about a quarter mile. They're at a red light waiting for other cars, so I just start taking off, and I didn't think by the time I got like looped back around, somebody ran over. Like you look at a zero turn, you got your front forks or whatever with your 360 wheels. They ran straight over the whole front fork.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and checked me hard as shit into the curb, and I just
holy shit.
Yeah, and I looked. They were the only car, so they could have just gotten over. So they just weren't paying attention.
Wow, what a dick.
I know. And then as soon as they hit me, I was like, obviously I gather myself and get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I'm pretty pissed off. And they got a yellow light, so I watched them get over in the right lane so they could take the next right turn so they didn't have to sit at the light. Because I was going to go get them. I tried that.
You were going to hunt them down?
Oh, I was going to just go motherfuck them. I was like, hey, bitch, can you fucking see?
Well, what if they would have seriously injured you? They would have just ran off probably still, right?
Oh, yeah, more than likely.
Jeez.
I've never talked to anybody that's hit me with a car. No.
You need to get a dash cam on your mower.
Dude, I just need to get those like cop glasses that just have the cameras all the time because I wear my glasses all day.
You should, dude. You should. If you're in a situation like that again,
just stare.
You want proof, yeah.
But yeah, like there's a guy, same place that I got hit already this year. There's a guy that honked at me for fucking weed eating, and I was like in this bed and shit. And I don't know if I threw like a piece of mulch that fucking hit his fucking Ford. It was a Ford guy, obviously.
You threw it at him?
Oh, I can't control that.
Oh, you're saying it flew out.
But I was also close to the curb, so I didn't know why he was honking at me. And that fucker got stopped at a red light, and so I kind of just sped my feet up a little bit. I was going to catch him and be like, you got a problem, son?
Yeah.
You got a reason that you're honking at me because I'm doing my job? Those guys just pissed me off. It's like, hey, fuck you. Take your suit off. Go grab a pair of fucking Wranglers, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
They would never do that.
No, fuck no. They're like, I'm make $100,000, bro.
Yeah, I'm going back to my office job.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fuck Carol. Carol's not my wife. Oh, fuck
No,
her.
she's another bitch I'm meeting on lunch. And this landscape dude's in my way.
This guy's beating the shit out of me on lunch. Carol's not going to want to fuck if I have a black eye.
Well, you obviously have survived some close calls. What's the worst part about landscaping?
Worst part?
What's something that you look at that you're doing now and you never thought of before, but once you're in the shit, you're like, whoa, I didn't know this sucked that bad.
Week ones. The first time you do everything always sucks.
The first time you do a job?
For the year.
When you're not familiar with it or whatever?
Well, that too. I mean, last year, so my first year I had a brand new contract to me, and then technically my second year was a brand new contract because the city came up, like I said. Because they do them every 3 years. So I was like, this is fucking brand new. I got to learn some new shit. You got to find the boundaries. Because pretty much they just print you off a picture on Google Map. They put them in Photoshop and just outline it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they're like, all right, do this roughly. Like,
and you kind of just do it how you feel like it should be done. What looks the best.
What looks the best. And wherever it cuts off, it cuts off. And you don't get a pick. Sometimes they fuck you. They're like, oh, yeah, you missed a spot. And I was like, it's not on the map, dude.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Can't fucking
What do you want, yo? It's not on the fucking map.
Not on the map, not my problem. Not my problem, not my map. But first time of the year always sucks ass. Worst thing is trash, though. Especially, like, I do, like, this contract that I got now is, like, a bunch of medians and shit. So you catch intersections where motherfuckers just keep running into each other. You're dragging home, like, car fenders and fucking...
No shit.
Skid, like, under bumper shit, that plasticky shit. It's everywhere. Worst thing, though, is breaking windows. Breaking windows is the worst.
All the glass that comes out of it?
Yeah, because like there's first time I broke one that I know of anyway was last year off Kellogg and Broadway, right by that Quick Trip.
Oh, you're saying you broke it yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Breaking a window is probably the worst.
Yeah, because a rock or something flies out or whatever.
And you don't get to pick that. Like, it's just fucking happenstance. And so there's that right off Kellogg and Broadway by that Quick Trip.
Right.
There's one median.
Mm-hmm.
That's $50. I do it every time I do this group. It takes like 20 seconds. I weed eat the whole thing. I scalp it all the way down, and then I'm done, and I get to leave. Literally, like, taking like my last like 2-3 swaths, fucking chuck a rock into this Dodge Dakota front fucking window. The lady thought I shot at her with a gun. And she's like, "Oh my god!"
It was probably loud as shit.
Oh yeah, it was too, because I heard it just. I was like, "Oh shit, where'd that go?" And I was like, please be in the panel. I look over, right in the fucking window. There's glass laying all over her lap, all over her floorboard. And I was like, fuck.
She thought somebody was shooting at her.
She thought she got shot at. She's like, I thought that I got shot at.
Oh, man.
She was a Mexican lady. And I was like, no. It's probably, yeah, it was a bullet. It wasn't me. I should have said that. I was like, no, I just chucked
Yeah, I heard it too. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, see you later. No, I chucked a rock through her fucking driver fucking window, and I was like, all right, well, come over here. I got some gloves. I can clean out your truck and get the rest of the window out of the motor because it was like shattered but still in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, come over here. And so she came over to where I was parked. I cleaned it out for her, and I got on fucking internet and Googled a couple of window replacement places, and I got a quote, and I was like, it's going to be $182 for your window for your pickup. And I was like, I didn't really, I mean, I don't know if this is like illegal or whatever. I don't really give a shit, but I was like, I didn't want to file it through my business insurance. So I was like, just come over here to this Quick Trip. I'll go get you $200 cash. And keep the extra 20 because I fucked off your day because I just broke your fucking window out.
Yeah, you earned it.
Yeah, and so I was busy. I parked around back. This lady parks in front. I had to wait at the ATM for a guy, and then like I'm walking out, and a halfway decent person, lady starts backing out and like going to the entrance. So I'm jogging across this Quick Trip parking. I was like, "Lady, where are you going?" She goes, "Oh, I thought you left." I was like, no, my shit's still over there. Like, you could have drove around to see.
She thought you were just screwing with her.
Oh yeah. And I was like, here's like 200 or 220. I'm sorry I fucked up your day. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. And I was like,
good on you, bro.
I was like, fuck. I was like, Jesus, I would have felt like dog shit if she'd have left.
Yeah.
But I guess I broke one this year, and I chalk it up as 1.5, not 2. But I was literally at this place for the first time, and I'd already edged, so I either did it then or I did it with a fucking mower that I didn't know of. I don't know. Or it was already broke and I just got totally fucked.
Yeah.
But I showed up with a weed eater to this corner. I'd already edged this little island, and there's a minivan parked there, and I walk up, and I'm walking up the curb because I just weed eat around the sign. As I'm walking up behind, I was like, oh, fuck, that sucks. That window's broke. And I keep on going. And then I get a call like 3 days later. They're like, hey, you were over on Funston and blah, 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 and looks like you broke a van window. And I was like, I did? I was like, looks like
You had no idea.
I had no idea. I must have done it when I was edging. It just shot a rock straight back. Usually those catch me in the nuts, but yeah, I must have shot a rock back and just fucked that window up. But I walked up with a weed eater and I go, oh, fuck, that sucks. Not me.
Sucks for you.
Yeah, so I paid for that already this year. That was last week.
So how's that technically supposed to work if something does happen like that where you damage somebody else's property on accident or whatever? Is that supposed to be something you file, or is it just kind of how you manage it on your own?
I look at it, and I don't know if this is correct or legal at all.
Because I have no idea.
I look at it like if I can handle it financially, like with what I have in my fucking savings account, I'd much rather do that than hike up my interest rates to get business insurance. Because first of all, I was getting hosed. I won't say who it was because you probably know him. I was getting hosed on having extra fucking insurance that I didn't need.
Right.
And I was like, this is fucking dumb. I finally figured out this year it's just another fucking learning curve.
Hey, I agree, man.
I was like, this is fucking dumb. I only need.
You're just learning as you go, you know.
Yeah, shit. I don't know anything.
And shit's gonna happen like that if you're doing if you're doing work like you are. It's stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Things are gonna break. Things are gonna get damaged. I mean, it's just the nature of the job.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Good on you though for doing that. You're a good man. Cheers to you.
I try. Worst thing though, other than breaking windows, is breaking your own shit. Breaking your own shit sucks. But
yeah, because then you have to fix it all.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not the most like mechanically inclined person, but I've definitely made like leaps and bounds since I've started my own.
You're figuring shit out, man.
Yeah,
that's like the whole gist of this podcast right now is that you're just figuring your way through life.
Oh yeah,
you're doing whatever you need to do to get where you're at.
I'm definitely not 20/20, but I'm not completely blind. I'm just kind of stumbling.
Right.
But hey. No, when shit breaks, like I'm not gonna be the guy that can like swap a 350 into your fucking Camaro, but like I can pretty much fix my own shit. But like last year I got kicked in the nuts because I had a belt go out, and that happens. And I went and bought a brand new belt. I put it on. There must have been a fucking twist in it. I fucking snapped that brand new belt.
Really?
I literally was at a place, snapped a belt, drove to the damn Golf and Turf in Park City, put the belt on, drove back, started mowing, snapped the belt in like 7 minutes. I was like, fuck. So I go back and I was like, hey, I don't know what the fuck happened to this one, but we should maybe hook me up with a new belt. And he's like, well, it looks like it broke the exact same as your first one did, because I showed him. Yeah. So he goes, I don't know if I can warranty that because it might be user error. And I was like, fine, you put this one on. So I bought another one. Dropped $300 on belts that day.
No shit.
Yeah, they're like $150 a piece.
So did he put it on?
Yeah, I made him put it on.
And it worked?
Yeah, it fucking worked.
So it was a user error.
He gave me a shitty belt. It was like all packaged shitty, and it was all twisted, so it was twisted from the jump. I was like, this is fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that shit's gonna happen. You're gonna have shit like
it's going to, yeah. That's the way it works.
Now, I guess getting in wrecks is also top 5 shitty. I got in a wreck last year. That was the first wreck I've ever been in.
A wreck in your truck or on your mower?
Yeah, this old boy. I go through Oliver and Pawnee, and he's like a good quarter mile ahead of me. And we both go through the same green light. And then there's a Suburban to my right, like literally halfway between my truck and my trailer.
Uh-huh.
And old buddy doesn't put a blinker on, and there's no turn lane to turn in this Dollar General. And I actually mow right in front of this Dollar General, like one median. So I'm sitting there looking at the stuff that I weed-eated and edged and sprayed the day before. And I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. I look up, and old buddy's just stopped in his tracks, and he was like a quarter mile. I was like, where the fuck? I was like, this guy was way ahead of me. So I look over, this Suburban's got me just fucking...
Just plowed into him.
Oh, yeah. I just locked him up, and I thought I was going to get it stopped. And then my trailer weight hit me and just... totaled the shit out of him. I just fucked up my bumper, so I just bought a new bumper. I ended up spending like a bunch of money on my truck that I didn't need to. I bought a bunch of other shit. I bought an exhaust.
I don't know. That's kind of a weird one, though, because is that... I don't know if that's really specific to your job. Getting it, like, not getting in a wreck, that's kind of just like normal life, right?
Kind of, yeah. But
That's not very specific to landscaping.
I probably could have got stopped if I didn't have that bullshit trailer behind me.
That's true, yeah. So driving with the trailer, that's a big part.
And I was looking at my work from the day before. I was like, God damn it,
that looks
good.
nice.
I was like, damn, those weeds are already dying. Fuck yeah. And then I look up and old buddy's in my fucking way.
Well, you're never going to do that again. You're never going to stare at your nice, beautiful job.
I'll just stop giving a shit. Just fuck them.
Yeah, just fuck them. Who cares?
Tell they send me
I'm
back.
down, see ya.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
What's a hobo story you were talking about earlier?
Oh, the hobo story.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a couple good ones.
I got to hear that.
I'll lead off with another one. I don't even know. I might have been with Klaus still. I might have been before I even started mine. But I remember this guy talking about, like, they released a virus into the water. And I was like, fuck, dude, that's Corona. I was like, bro, that guy might have actually
That guy knew about
something
COVID.
before it was a thing. I was
Yeah.
like, that guy's tweaking, but he knows something. I thought about that one today. But no, the hobo story. So I was mowing the Armory building over there. There's like 2 softball fields in that park. It's a big 17-acre fucker. And I'm sitting there, and I'm mowing like outside of the outfield. I didn't actually mow the softball fields. I just mowed around them.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sitting there in like dead center, and I see this like dude standing between these 2 big evergreens with this red thing behind the Armory building. They got a bunch of trucks and like work equipment and shit in there. So I was like, it looked like he was fucking with like a power washer or something. I just didn't think anything of it. So I ended up getting a little closer, and I guess still kind of fucking around these trees. And I was like, oh, weird. And I mow, and I forget about it. And Buddy comes hauling ass around like he left, and then comes down this dirt alley, drifts around this fence, like through this fence gap, around the big evergreens, and then he power slides this fucking, it's a moped. It wasn't a power washer. Power slides this moped up into the backstop, and I'm sitting like dead center right in front of these like 7 high school kids, and he proceeds to just start talking shit and squaring up with these kids.
What?
Like, yeah, there's like 6 dudes, 1 from every race, and 1 ginger chick. And so they're just all sitting there like talking shit. And I don't know if they had beef before. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but the chick ended up instigating the fight because she got her fucking head rocked. Like, her ponytail went stiff. Like, he just stiff jabbed her right in the mouth.
What?
Yeah, it was awesome. And I was like, oh shit, they're fighting. He just stuck a chick
Holy fuck.
right in the mouth. Like, her ponytail went like just straight back. I was like, oh, that's
He just
awesome.
decked her in the face.
Yeah, so then like the biggest kid there was like this big burly Mexican dude. He wrestles him to the ground, and then he just starts throwing haymakers. And then they let him up. They start circling around. Skinny white dude that probably looks like me in high school. Like, he takes his shirt off, and I was like, fuck, this is wild. So I'm just sitting there watching, and then Buddy like starts reaching out his pocket. I was like, oh man, this hobo's gonna stab one of these kids, and I'm gonna watch. It's gonna be my fault. I was like, fuck. And I'm a huge fan of fisticuffs, like, all the time. But I'm not gonna watch a 15-year-old kid get stabbed by a hobo on a fucking moped.
Yeah.
So I call the cops. I was like, hey, I want to remain anonymous because I'm not no snitch, but there's a homeless dude up here on a moped that looks like he's trying to stab about 5 or 6 high school kids, and I don't know what the fuck's
Holy
going
shit.
on. And they're like, all right, can you tell us where you are? I was like, I'm at the Douglas and West Armory building. Like, what's the address? I was like, I don't fucking know. I just know how to get here. I was like, I'm at the Armory building. Like, it's a city building. Figure it out.
Trace the call.
Yeah. I was like, ping my fucking cell tower.
Yeah.
And I was like, just get somebody here, because I don't want to be responsible for one. It looks like this hobo's gonna reach in his pocket and grab a knife and stab one of these kids. Because
You should have been the hero and just walked up and stabbed him.
I could have. That was before I had a gun too. I started bringing the prostitute out this year.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
And that is legal in Kansas.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you would have had this at the time,
I would have just shot him.
put
from
one in the
center.
back of his head.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe. No. So they end up beating the shit out of this guy, right? He never pulls a knife, and I was like,
the kids beat the shit out of that guy?
Yeah, he got cockwalked.
Yeah,
It was
good.
He deserved.
What the hell was he doing?
I don't know. I didn't hear the conversation. I didn't know what happened before, but he came in hot on this fucking sweet red moped. So I mean, he started talking shit and he got beat up, and he also stuck a chick in the face. So I was like, all right, cool. I was still on the phone with 911. I was like, all right, it looks like he got his ass beat. He's jumping on his moped and he leaves, and he drives up over the hill in the park, and they're like, all right, do you mind if we ask you a couple more questions? Like, do you have to? And they're like, well, if not, we're probably going to have to call you back. And I was like, fuck, all right, fine. So I'm sitting there, and I'm laughing my ass off the whole time, like, as I'm watching the thing. And I'm describing it just how I'm talking to you. I was like, this hobo's getting his fucking shit kicked in by this guy, where it's at and all that. And the lady's like, sends me over to somebody else and asked me a couple questions. They're like, it's over now, right? And I was like, yep. Oh, shit. Just came back over the hill.
He came back over.
Came back over the hill, slides his fucking moped up against the backstop again, gets worked again.
What the hell?
Skinny white dude.
You couldn't hear what they were saying to each other or anything? There was no context for you at all?
No,
Like,
I was on the phone. I was talking through my AirPods too, so like I was.
So you're just clueless. You're just watching this real time.
It was like black and white TV with color.
It was like an old Charlie Chaplin film where they're punching each other and he gets on a moped and scoots away.
Oh yeah, it's like the guy that drops a chick off on the railroad tracks.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Oh, and then he has to save her before.
Yeah, but the guy like drops a chick off and gets in his horse and buggy and like dips out. It's just like that.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so he comes back, gets his ass beat again, but this one was faster. And he's like, he's back. Should we send somebody? And I was like, maybe an ambulance now. He just got worked again. I was like, this guy's getting his ass beat. Long story short, guy ends up getting on moped. Takes off again. I forget what street it was, but he takes off like the other way out of the park. No shirt now. Got his shirt ripped off. Bloody as piss. I was about done for the day anyway. I finish up my mowing. I load up. I head out. I go to Quick Trip. I'm probably going to get me an adult beverage for the dirt roads on the way home. I park around back. There's an ambulance out back. Old buddy drove his moped up to the Quick Trip, and they actually found him.
What?
Yeah.
The same Quick Trip you were at?
Yeah. And he was there getting treated because his eye was split. He had cuts all over him. He's got kicked in the ribs. Like, he had no shirt, so he was wearing, like, a paramedic jacket. It was kind of chilly. And the best part is he comes walking up as I'm walking to the sidewalk to go in. He goes, hey, man, you got a lighter? And I was like, I know you've had a shitty day. Here you go. And I just gave him my lighter.
That dude on the moped asked you for a lighter.
Yep. He asked me for a lighter. I was like, you can fucking keep it, dude. I know you had a shitty day. And he looked at me, and I was like, well, even if I didn't see you get your ass beat, like, you're bleeding out of your face. Like, you obviously had a shitty. God. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
What the hell?
Yeah. That was a good one. That was the same place, though, that I got robbed. I told you that story. Where the Vietnamese dude saved my fucking.
Oh, yeah. Tell him that story real quick. Make it short, though.
And I got that one. So I had literally like a quarter mile of fence to weed eat around, and there's 3 trees. So I go around the 3rd tree, and this Vietnamese dude comes up and yanks my headphones out. So I like square up with this guy. I was like, why are you touching me, bro? And he's like, some guy on a bicycle, he stole your blow machine. And I was like, what? No way. He goes, I thought he worked for you. And I was like, if he's on a bike, why would he work for me? He goes, I don't know. And I was like, shit, all right. So I jog up to the top of this hill, and sure as shit, there's a guy on a bike like a block ahead trying to pedal his bike with the blower in like his lap. And I was like, oh shit. So I had to go back. I left my weed eater. Somebody could have kiped that. And I put my gate up on my trailer, and I haul ass out of this parking lot, and I pretty much in my head flipped a coin. I was like, if he goes south, I'll never find him.
Yeah.
So I go north, and I take my next right, and sure as shit, 2 blocks up ahead, he pulls out. And I was like, oh, I got this fucker now. And I put my left blinker on. I was like, hopefully there's no cars coming. So and there wasn't. I didn't get hit. And I just put my bumper on this guy's back tire, and he looks back and he goes, oh shit, Black Dodge. This is what I just stole this out of. And,
what do you know?
And I was going to smash him into the back of the Suburban if he didn't turn, and he turns up into this.
That would have been bad.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that.
That probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, I was going to turn. I wasn't going to smash him. I was going to let him just ride straight into it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying I'm going to sandwich this dude.
No, that's murder.
That's murder.
I wouldn't have done that. I was just going to let him just crash his shit, and I end up turning off, and he jumps the curb into this yard and wrecks bigger than shit. And guy's like, he's like, I'm sorry. I was like, give him my shit back first. He's like, all right. I was like, why the fuck did you take my shit? He goes, I don't know. I've never done that before. I was like, well.
Spur of the moment. I was just walking by and I'd never done it. I just did it.
You know what I've never done before either? Is steal. I might have taken some gum.
I swear, I've never done this. I was just walking by and saw it, and I was like, I got to take it.
Man, I bet I could definitely have this blower if I stole it. No shit, dude.
That could definitely be in my garage if I just walked away with it.
Yeah. Oh, man, you just left your door up, so I took all your wrenches. No, dude. Nobody does that. I was like, bullshit. I was like, you're going to go pawn that fucker for crack. And he was like, no, I was like, I ought to steal your fucking bike. Should carry that over here. He's like, no, it's all I got. And I was like, well, I'm glad you don't got my blower. It's like, steal my shit again, I'm whooping your ass. So that was my blower story.
Dang, dude. That's a part of the job you probably didn't think about is people messing with you.
And that was just me being lazy too. It's because I just used my blower to blow off the sidewalks, and I was like, fuck, I gotta weed eat that fence real quick. And so I just tossed it in the back of my pickup real quick and took off because it literally would have taken me like 4 minutes to walk there and back. I would have been done. But yeah,
you live and learn, I guess, right?
Yeah, and that's why. I keep my blower in my pickup, my chainsaw in my pickup. I got a chain now, chain all my shit up.
Yeah,
but
keep that shit locked up.
I always got that prostitute on me too,
dude. Yeah,
you got to have that because the craziest thing that I've probably ever seen is it was last year. It was on like Harry and Oliver, and I was mowing this place, and I had to like drive the sidewalk to like get to where I was going. And I was like, what the fuck is this dude doing? He's just running down the middle of the street. It was like 110 out that day. It was like late July. It was hot as fuck. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And he's got like a black tank on, and his pants are at his knees. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, where's this guy's dick? And I was like, oh fuck, that's a chick. She's tweaking, bro. She's tweaking. She went and laid in the turn lane and just started rolling around.
What?
Yeah. And I was like driving back from where I just mowed.
Laid in the turn lane.
Yeah, she was running and screaming, like literally just like, just fucking hands above her head, and her yoga pants were at her ankles.
Holy shit!
And I was like, I straight up did say that though. I was kind of driving back, and I was like, "Where's this guy's dick?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, that's a chick." And I was like, "No way!" And so I just booked it out of there, and I actually had to go that way where she was at, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm going an extra mile." I went around. I did a whole other property, and I come back down the same way that she was laying, and there were like 6 strangers, not cops, just pedestrians,
just standing around her,
holding her down.
Oh man.
Yeah, she was tweaking, bro.
That's bad.
It was awesome. I was like, I mean, it wasn't me.
That's not you. Yeah.
I didn't have to deal with it. I was like, I'm gonna go the extra mile.
You can't deal with that shit anyways. I mean, even if you feel like you need to, if somebody's laying in the turn lane, their pants at their ankles, get the hell away from them.
It was 100 and like it was like legit like 102.
You don't want to be around that person.
That chick was laying on hot ass asphalt, just rolling around. I was like, you're not making it any better. Whatever you're on right now.
Jeez.
No idea. There's another guy that was twacked out. Came into the Quick Trip. No shirt, no shoes. It was off Kellogg and Broadway, and old buddy walks by, and there's a security guard at that Quick Trip all the time for obvious reasons. And he's like, hey, man, if you don't have any shirt or shoes, you got to get out of here. And he goes, hey, man, I'll just be real quick. And security guy's like, no, you got to go, man. Like, what do you need? I can get it for you. And he's like, no, man, I'll be real quick. And he's like walking away from the security guard around the aisle, like a little kid. And he walks by me and he goes, you want some? And I was like, I'll take the whole fucking thing, dude. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass for this guy.
Yeah, dude.
And he just kept going, and then the security guard like kind of bolted after him. They literally just took laps. I was sitting there trying to buy an adult beverage for on the way home. Yeah, and I was like, I switched all my. As soon as the guy walked in, I switched all my merchandise to my left hand, so if he came and fucked with me, I could just jack him a good one.
You need to find better places to buy adult beverages after work, because that's where most of your stories happen. You need to go to you need to drive out in the country and find a small ass gas station or some shit.
They got me all over like Southwest Boulevard, dude. I'm down there.
Yeah,
I'm down there.
You got to wait till you get out in the country to buy your adult beverages.
Sometimes,
or you're gonna run into some shit.
That's honestly kind of the best part, just seeing crazy shit.
Well, it makes for a good story, right?
Hey, yeah. I don't get bored.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like dealing with it all the time. Like, I got this property that I got last year. It's off Broadway, south of Pawnee. It's a bridge.
Yeah.
They make igloos out of rocks, the river rock that's underneath.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's literally a bum camp.
That's pretty dope, though.
Yeah, it's well engineered. Stinks like shit under there, though.
Yeah, I imagine.
It's terrible. That's the only property the city doesn't give a shit if you don't pick up trash.
They don't give a fuck.
They'll just go like pick up a bag of trash out of like a dumpster from any business and just tear it open and look through it. There's so much fucking trash down there. I'm like, not me, dude.
Whatever, yeah. All right, Kale, we're out of time, buddy.
Perfect.
Do you have any last advice for anybody that wants to get into lawn mowing?
Only do it if you like it. I actually do this shit because I do like it. Like, I don't know why I like it, but
satisfying.
My parents asked me that just not too long ago. They're like, do you like what you do? Like, before you like buy a house and make adult decisions and shit like that. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't do it if I didn't. I've never listened to anybody. Why would I listen to somebody telling me what to do now?
So only get into it if you're wanting to do the shit, right?
Yeah, if
you like it.
If you're down with the cause and got the drive and the want to, I mean,
Yeah.
It gets hot and it gets cold, especially living where we live. I mean, it sucks ass on both ends of the spectrum. 110 or you're out there in coveralls.
Yeah, nature of the job, though. Nature of the beast, right?
After you get good at it, though, you learn how to do it fast and make it easy on yourself. But no, it's worth it, man. I like it. It's fun.
Hell yeah, bro. Congrats. You want to tell people where they can find you if you want them to or not? I don't know if you do or not. If you have any social media or if you have any...
Instagram and Twitter, you can just search my name, Kale Dreiling. I don't know what the exact ads are. I don't really give that much.
You don't have an official business name?
Oh, Dreiling Lawn Landscape, but I'll get you in like 5 to 7 years.
All right, cheers, bro. Thanks for the natties.
Yep, no
thanks for letting me get the natties for us to drink.
Thanks for letting me.
I love the natty. You know,
shoot the shit.
turn me.